today, maybe I can help you to change that by sharing my story, teaching you, coming on this community. And like I always say, I say this to myself, clients and people, hopefully you're having a good day, but if you're not, hopefully you can find gratitude. You can find gratitude within, whatever you're going through, you're suffering, and then come out of it. So, yeah, I've had a great day today. I've got a lot of stuff done, a lot of positive stuff. I need to do at least an hour today of teaching and explaining how to change your life, how to transform your life. What I teach my committed clients on my paid programs, what I teach on the free programs, what I try my best. I'm doing pretty good so far, of practicing in my own life every day, and that's called daily discipline or daily gratitude. So on the stream yesterday, I really enjoyed it. One of you spoke about hopelessness. It got me thinking. So you're right, you said you're feeling hopeless. We've all felt hopeless. We all feel hopeless at times. So the reality is, everyone who wants to change their life is not happy. They're feeling hopeless. They're definitely feeling hopeless. Now, there's different varying degrees, of course, because we all get days where we feel a bit hopeless, we doubt ourselves, we feel insecure, we feel a bit ashamed, we feel like we haven't done enough, we're not enough, we've not achieved enough. It's all human, it's normal. But then there's really feeling hopeless. Like this young man was feeling up where, and I've been there, where you feel like your life is over. And I'm here to say there is hope. I wouldn't be here. If hope didn't exist, I wouldn't be alive. I wouldn't be here now doing this live stream talking to you. I overcame a mental health breakdown in 2017. Believe me, my first day in hospital, I cried like a baby. I was 34 years of age, but I was like a child. I was scared to death. I was frightened. And I felt hopeless. I thought my life was over. And then I later discovered it wasn't over. It's actually gotten better. So I wanted to share that because it's true, and I'm going to keep sharing it. I prepared a lot for today. That's something for you to take down that I'm learning. Simple things that are so powerful. Preparation is all about discipline, self-respect, accountability, being kind to others, loving yourself, getting the most out of life. So what I mean by that is I prepared for today. I got up early, I prayed, I went to my local coffee shop in my area. I love it there. Always have a nice chat with the people. I did a short live stream, and then had a coffee, sat down, did a bit of reflecting, writing, planning, business, got back to clients, went to the gym, had a fantastic workout. Absolutely, I just love training, and I love it with all my heart. I hope that please God, give me the health to do it for as long as I can. And there's a couple of guys in the gym that I know that they really respect me. I respect them, and I talk to them. They play basketball, they train really hard, great guys. And I do my boxing and weightlifting, and I love it. I love it. It's simple and I love it. So that was all part of preparation to give me the confidence and the character and the humility and the strength and the patience and the intelligence to do this live stream and help all of you. Then I come back from the gym. I had a healthy meal. I posted that online so people can do the same diet. I made some salmon with some broccoli, with some brown rice. It was lovely. Ate that. I had a shower, put some clean clothes on, filmed some YouTube videos, did some writing, all in preparation of today's live stream. How to transform your life when you're experiencing anxiety, and hopelessness. It takes a lot of courage to admit that you feel hopeless. Already that's a great sign of strength. A lot of people don't admit it, and they're feeling it, believe me. They're definitely feeling it. A lot of people say. Hopefully we'll get some questions into there as well. I'm seeing a little bit more because I burned a lot of calories off in the training, and I'm just trying to just refuel up. It takes a lot out of you. When you're speaking the truth and you're being honest, especially teaching, which I love, you need a lot of fuel, the right fuel, energy, coffee, healthy food, things like that. one of my clients is doing well, very well. All of them are. I think I said this yesterday. He's a great guy. He really has got a kind heart. He works hard. I think he's going to get 1.5k sale. He's made a lot of sales already, and he's helping people. He did an event. He messaged me, so hopefully he gets the sales, and also the people are going to have their life changed by being mentored by him. He works really hard, very brave. It's lovely. It's really, really handy to do some journaling. It's really helping me lately. It's helping me to run my business, help my clients and myself. And I enjoy writing, because a lot of the times, this is very good for anxiety, by the way. All the things I'm saying, everything I'm saying now, is how you transform your life when you're experiencing anxiety and hopelessness. And I will get into the teaching, try and get that across as quick as possible. Really, coffee doesn't do that for me, but yeah, everyone's different. RJ Flores, everyone's different with coffee. For me, it depends on what I'm doing. It doesn't affect me now. It's good for me when I'm living. When I'm living it every day and teaching and living in gratitude, I really appreciate the coffee. But it can do that depending on what you're going through. So again. I say this to a lot of my clients and people, it's about what works for you. Yeah, you're right. Some people are more tolerant. Yeah, that's it. You just got to know yourself. How do you do journaling? I just write down in my phone, mate. I've got my iPhone. I love the notes section. And I just write, I journal. Anytime I get an idea, I write it down, and I do a lot of writing for my business. It's a big part of the mentorship anyway, and I'm a teacher, a speaker, and I'm a writer as well. But I used to actually, I used to just get a pad of paper from the newsagent at the shop, get a pen, go sit somewhere and write. I really enjoyed doing that, but today, we're using technology more, so I recommend it for anyone in any area. And these are the things I'm talking about. All the things that I teach and mentor my clients on, they're simple things. They're things that you go, I already know that, but they're the things that most people don't do. Like, we'll get to that in a second. Oh, this is lovely, man. It's a little bit of rest. Okay, so how to change your life when you're experiencing anxiety and hopelessness. So the reason why I say that, because I know that most people are not going to admit it, right? And I understand that. I'm not judging them. I understand. I didn't always admit it. I struggled, pride, shame, when there's nothing to be ashamed of. So a lot of people will say, I want to change my life, because that's kind of a word that is really appropriate, right? Nothing wrong with it. And people will go online, they'll search that in the search engine, how to change my life, and then the videos will come up. Different videos will come up, motivation, teachers, different things. Great, brilliant. But the real deeper reality is, the question that people are also asking is, I want to change my life, but how do I change my life under the conditions of intense anxiety and hopelessness? That's the better question. That's what people are asking. That's where I come in. Now, I did this myself many years ago. I sound like William Wallace there from Braveheart. I love that speech, and I've done it recently. So everyone can do it. And it wasn't easy, but we'll get to that in a second. I changed my life. I transformed it after praying when I was really depressed, suicidal. I prayed to God. I'm a Christian by faith, but whatever your faith is, brilliant. I respect that. And then I listened to a Les Brown video, and it inspired me when I was terrified, anxious, and I was hopeless, feeling hopeless, and I broke out of it and become successful. And then later on, I had a mental health breakdown. I've come back from that. Here I am now on a different journey. So you've really got to make a commitment, and it can't be based just on emotions, because emotions are not enough. That's why I said discipline is not emotion. A commitment is not based on emotions. You know, like when two people marry each other. I've never been married, but I understand it, and I've helped people when they've got married, or when two people marry each other, they make a commitment to one another. I'm not saying that they always stick to it, right? But generally, we love each other through sickness, through health, through trial, through tribulation. They're not going by emotions. Because if you go by emotions, you'll be breaking up with people every second. You won't do anything, because you're 1 minute you're happy, the next minute you're sad. 1 minute you're angry, the next minute you're grateful. So emotions are not strong enough, although we need emotions, and emotions can be beautiful things. They can also cause a lot of suffering. We need a commitment which comes from a stronger place. I would say your soul, your spirit, your heart. Again, does that make sense? So that's where discipline comes in, and that is the commitment, the discipline, the strength of spirit to move forward each and every day towards your goals, your dreams, being the type of person that you want to be and living the life that you want to live, and making the impact to others that you want to make, whilst being anxious. Now, surprisingly, the way that you come over anxiety is by facing it. That's an answer that a lot of people, they don't want to hear that, because it's challenging, it's uncomfortable, and people want quick fixes. So the more you face anxiety with courage, with faith, with heart, with strength, with a purpose, the stronger you get, the stronger you become. So if you want to transform your life when you're experiencing anxiety and hopelessness, you've got to make a commitment to do it to begin with. Without commitment, nothing gets done. And that's why I say, even within all the selling with my mentorship, I only coach people that are committed. Because if they're not committed, I won't be able to help them, and they won't listen to me. They won't follow what I'm going to tell them to follow. They won't practice the teaching. They won't be committed enough. And it will waste my time, and I haven't got time to waste. So you have to make a commitment. Now, I can't make the commitment for you, because I'm not you. I can only teach what I teach, share, explain. You've got to make that commitment. And everyone's got their own different motivations. My motivation, my drive in life, could be completely different to yours. Completely different. And that's unique, and that's great. So, what is it that motivates you? What is it that's going to make you commit your whole life to changing your life and living the life that you want, and getting past your fears and anxieties? Because the truth is, everyone's got anxiety. Everyone's got it. You may think they don't have it, but they do have it. Some people hide it very well. Some people manage it really well. I'm a person who manages it really well, and I don't hide it. I'm proud of sharing it continuously to help people. So everyone deals with it in different ways. I teach and inspire and encourage people to really, really be great with anxiety and have no shame, and to use it, and then it starts to work for you, and then it goes away, then it comes back. That's amazing. That's great that you're writing. I'm glad that you're doing that. Yeah, it leads to great places. So you've got to make a commitment. Okay, so what I actually teach, we're going to go through it now, and all of you can follow what feels right. You can try it. It's life-changing. I do it every day. So what I teach on all my mentorship programs, my teaching is simple. I teach my clients or people, anyone that wants to learn from me, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you want to practice is gratitude. Say thank you. It takes discipline. Just practice the word thank you, because when you wake up in the morning, even the part of our brain, a lot of the anxieties come on. People start to worry. As soon as they wake up, they think about their finances, their life, their challenges, their health. That's normal, right? Depending on your life, where it's going, how you feel. So as soon as you wake up, a good exercise for everything in life, for character, discipline, integrity, as soon as you wake up, go say the words out loud. Thank you for another day, because tomorrow's not promised. That's why I practice it every day, right? And it's simple, and you'll understand it the more you practice it. Maybe it'll take you a couple of weeks, and then you'll really get the deeper message of it. So when you wake up in the morning, oh, thank you. The next thing is make the bed. I'm going to do a whole video series on that. If you can make the bed every day and say thank you, you're already doing a lot of what most people are failing to do because they're scared and they're not aware, right? Which is why raising more awareness on this. So if you can make your bed every morning, fix the pillars, make it nice and neat, man, you are already doing great. That in and of itself will take away some of the feelings of hopelessness. Is it okay if I get another coffee? It's lovely, thank you. Thank you. So, it's simple to begin with, it's steps, and what I love about this teaching, which I feel blessed to share, part of me doesn't even feel worthy to teach this because it's a blessing. And this teaching came from my mental health breakdown and my recovery, and also, how meaningful is this? I could cry, I might cry. It come from every good person in my life that I've met and I've learned from. It comes from my teaching, what I've been taught, my nan, boxing, it's everything. It's a collection of every intricate wisdom, knowledge, and I put it together, simplified it, and anyone can do it and apply it. And it's called Living Each Day in Gratitude, Practicing Daily Discipline. And it starts off when you wake up in the morning and you say thank you. Trust me, the anxiety and these negative thoughts and voices, they don't like that word, because thank you eliminates them. You know, so when you make the bed, you've done 2 tasks already. You've woken up with your anxiety and your feelings of hopelessness, and you've achieved 2 things. Don't undervalue the small things. Years ago, many years ago, best girlfriend I ever had, I was in a relationship. She changed my life. I like to speak. I learned a lot from her. We had a great journey together. I really cared about her, I still care about her. You know, she said to me, you know, and this is not a joke, like she said, there's, you know, the small things are important in life. She's right. So don't undervalue and don't undermine and undervalue yourself with the little things, because if you can't make your bed and if you can't say thank you, then you're not going to be able to build a successful business and do all these other things that all of you deserve and you can achieve. Not because you're not good enough, but because you're not disciplined enough, you're not grateful, and you're not in the habit of doing the right things. And these are things, obviously, that my mum taught me growing up, my nan. And I used to fail at them a lot because my attitude was really poor. Even though I had a good heart, I was a good person, but I had a poor attitude. You know, that's learning, right? So you make the bed, you say thanks. The next thing you do is you make sure that you clean your apartment. So once you say thank you, look around, are there any dishes? Wash the dishes. Oh, there's hoovering, hoover, throw the trash out. The basic fundamentals of daily living, self-respect for you and others. So you say thank you, make the bed. Now, clean apartment, better mental health. So now we're in a better position to leave the house. The next part of my teaching daily discipline is go and exercise. I would say, right, make it simple, at least 30 minutes of exercise and aerobics for men and women. Unless you can do more, great. But we're going to simplify this now. We're going to make it so simple that it's very easy to do. So an exercise of your choice. Personally, I like to do 30 minutes of running. I like to also mix that up with boxing and weight training. But just find what works for you. As long as you exercise, it doesn't really matter. So go and exercise for 30 minutes or do a little bit longer. Man, so let's just say now, you woke up in the morning, you gave thanks, you prayed, you said thank you for being alive. You cleaned your apartment, you had a shower, you went out, you did a 30 minutes. You're already living a great life. What are you talking about? Let's keep that same energy. You're already living a great life because you woke up, you said thank you, you cleaned your apartment, you went for a 30-minute run, or you went to the gym and done a workout. You're already living a positive life. Most people are not doing this. They're not doing it because they're scared to do it, and they're not aware, they're not accountable. That's lovely, thank you. Thank you. Oh, these biscuits, man, tempting. No, there's enough sugar on that. Thank you, thank you. Right, so I'm going to read your question, Ahmed. I'm looking forward to reading it. So you're already living a good life. Think about it. Let's just be very honest and clear. Any person in the world, whatever age they are, whatever background, it doesn't matter. Someone wakes up in the morning. When they wake up in the morning, they actually say, you know, thank you, God, for being alive, or just thank you for being alive. I got another day. Like, that's amazing in itself. then they make their bed, they fix their bed, then they clean their apartment, and then they go for a 30-minute exercise. You're already living it. You're living it already. It's beautiful. And then you can build on that. Let me read this question. My reason for keeping on in my life is just living in the moment for now. That's beautiful. That's great. I'm from Afghanistan. 3 years ago in Europe, I've had these traumatic dreams which never leaves me. I always get stuck into my thoughts. I've gone to therapy but never helped. Now I'm just alive but not living. Follow my teaching, it will work for you. Therapy's great, but sometimes therapy, it doesn't work. Don't always work. Accept that, but my teaching will work, I'm confident, and I love therapy. And that's really nice that I love it when all of you help each other on the stream. That's what it's about. I appreciate that. So next part of the teaching, I'm just going to keep going over it, right? So you can write this down and you can memorize it. So you wake up in the morning, you say thank you for being alive, you make the bed, you clean your apartment, you exercise for 30 minutes. When you finished exercising, obviously you shower up, you eat something healthy. You start eating healthy consistently with no pressure. Don't try and stop eating every bit of unhealthy food because that's probably not going to work. Just start to incorporate healthy eating, some fruit, some veg, water, salmon, fish, avocado, the obvious stuff that's healthy, grains, etc. So the healthy eating. So the next part of my teaching is spend time with positive people that you love, your family, your friends, your mentor, a community. Spend time, treat people how you want to be treated. Be kind to people, be nice, be honest, but also, have boundaries. Don't let people walk all over you. Don't let people bully you, and don't be a bully yourself. This is all part of my teaching. It's simple. If you do all these things every day, you're going to overcome feelings of hopelessness because you're disciplined, you're making the bed, you're saying thank you, you're cleaning your apartment or wherever you're living, you're going to the gym, you're working out regularly, you're eating healthy, you're socializing, you're connecting with positive people. That already is living a dream. Now the next thing that I teach with the day discipline, work on your business. If you've got a business, focus, work hard, create value, earn money in your business, help people, create content. Whatever business you've got, it doesn't matter, it's the same principle. Every single day, work hard in your business. Now, if you don't have a business and you work for a company, same thing, create, go to work, give it your best. Whatever you're doing, if you work for yourself, create. We're creative human beings. A lot of people are not focusing enough energy and time on their business, on their work, because their anxiety is distracting them and overwhelming them. So that's important. I teach my clients how to earn more money, how to help people make more money, how to show up on time, how to impact people, how to create content, how to be very good in their business. All these things connect one another. So the teaching specializes in what I mentor my clients: health, career, relationships, gratitude, accountability, all the areas, all the different departments of how to live a great life. Get positive relationships, eat healthy. See, now and then you can have a biscuit or a cake, it's fine, but eat healthy, exercise, live your dreams, build a business, help people, practice gratitude, all the areas, all the ingredients, common sense. Both my clients, Phil and James, they're both invested in my 1-year program. They got so much value, they paid for a second year, and I love working with them, both of them. Their goals are different, the same. Every day I get my client James to work on his daily discipline, getting up early, going to the gym, cleaning his apartment, writing, he meets up with his group of positive people, working on his goals, journaling, emailing me for accountability. My client Phil, cleans his apartment, he runs his business, he goes to the gym, he coaches his clients, he does public speaking, he works on his business online. Daily discipline. You have to practice it every day. We live life by the day. We can only do one day at a time. We have 24 hours in a day. How are we going to spend our day? Are we going to waste our life being negative, complaining, moaning? Or are we going to use every hour to the best of our ability? That's living. The way that you overcome anxiety and hopelessness is by fully living. Living, giving, receiving. When you live life to the full, you enjoy it more, you're more connected, you're less fearful. The massive amounts of fear come from disconnecting from life, as one of you said. I've been there in my life, I speak from experience. When you're living, no, you're existing, but you're not living. In my 20s, I was dead inside. I know that's true. I was alive, but I was dead inside because I was terrified. I didn't come out of the house. So I had to learn this stuff the hard way, and it changed my life. My teaching is very, very simple. Anybody could do it, but what's difficult is it takes courage to practice it. So if I said to someone, I'm just being honest here, please let me know in the box below, right? I can't do this without you guys. If I asked all of you now, can you just let me know in the box below, right? I'll feel connected. If I said to you, are you aware of the gym? Do you know about exercising? Do you know about training? Could you let me know in the box below? And I'm not patronizing, please bear with me. So if I asked you and said, have you heard of training before? Have you heard of weightlifting? Have you heard of running? Have you heard of exercising? Let me know in the box below if you guys and girls could help me out with this talk. If I asked you, if I said to you, you know, have you ever heard of being kind to people? Have your parents taught you that when you were younger? Or, like, do you know what that is? Do you know what it means to be kind to other people? Let me know in the box below. If I said, do you know how to clean your apartment? Like, you are aware of that, right? You've heard of this before. It's within your intelligence, right? If I said, have you ever heard of like working on your career? Like actually having the courage to admit what it is that you want to do in your life. Do you want to go to university? If that's what you want to do, brilliant. Is that not, do you want to start your own business? You know, and enjoy your life, be financially free, help people. You'd know these things, right? Also, because it's common sense. You know, you'd know about career, education, people, relationships, how to treat people. They're all things that are obvious. But how many people do you know who work hard in all these areas? Not many. I used to be one of them, and it's not judging, but it's being honest to help you. Why? Because of fear and anxiety, because they let their fears get the better of them, and they don't practice discipline, they don't practice gratitude, and they don't have a strong enough purpose, which is usually always down to not what can you get, but what can you give to people. That's what motivates me. Most people are in the mindset of they want to get from people, they want things from people. There's always some kind of, they want something. You're never happy like that. You know, we're all guilty of that to a large degree, but some more than others. Until you get more discipline, you change. The mindset and the practice I practice every day is not what can I get, what can I give? Then you're happier. The more you give, the more you receive. I teach this in business as well, in all areas. So when I go to the gym, I don't just walk into the gym and say, you've got to give me a six-pack, you've got to make me happy, you've got to give me mental health, you've got to give me the love to give others. No, I've got to work my ass off in the gym. But when I put that effort in the gym, it gives me so much back. Same with my business. You know, I put a lot out, and then it comes back. So, you know, what can you give? I said it to my client Phil before. He does, when he had challenges in his business, financial challenges, emotional. I said, yeah, I know that you want to make more money, and you deserve it because you're helping people. You're doing a lot for free. You're spending your own money. But what can you give? If you want to make more money, what are you going to give in return? You've got to share your story. You've got to give value. You've got to do a lot of that for free to begin with and not expect the money. The money will come as a result. People will pay you. People will pay you. When you're teaching something that's honest and true in your work and you're helping them, they'll pay you just as I come in here and I spend more money because the value is so good. So, you know, I've attracted clients from all around the world over the years. People travel all around the world to pay me and work with me because of the earlier days, how hard, and today, because I put so much value out and I risk my life. And I spend thousands of pounds of my own money to put stuff out that's free for people, but it's not free for me. That's giving. It takes a lot of courage to give. Most people don't give enough because they don't have the courage to do it. They could do it. So giving is how you overcome anxiety and hopelessness. The more you give, the less hopeless you feel, and the more you receive. You know, I learned this from my nan and my own life in business and teaching and boxing. So I'm giving you the sort of deeper message and meaning behind my teaching and the daily discipline. But it all comes back to simple, practical, daily habits that are available to everyone and anyone who's got the courage to apply it. We go back to the beginning. When you wake up in the morning, give thanks. What are you thankful for? If you can't think of anything you're thankful for, well, then you can be thankful that you're alive. If you can breathe, then that's something to be thankful for. And then build from there. And then another part of my teaching is, you know, the courage to travel when you need to take a break, to be creative. There's no limits in this. There's no limits in what you can live, what you can achieve. If you've got the courage and the discipline and you build it day by day, you don't compare yourself. You don't compare yourself to me. You don't compare yourself to anybody. You focus on you. You try not to judge yourself in that kind of way. Say, right, I'm me, I'm here, this is my life. Let's take one day at a time and just improve each and every day until you get to where you want to get to. But in the midst of it, in the midst of building your life and changing it, if you don't enjoy every day, what's the point? You're going to be miserable, because it usually takes a person between 6 months to 1 year, depending on if they've got a mentor. If they haven't, people can never do it. Some people don't change for 40 years, some do. But real change usually takes sometimes 10 years, 5 years. So if you're going to spend the next 5 years of your life working on changing your life, you might as well enjoy each day, because you're going to lose 10 years. It don't make sense. You're welcome, Alex, man. I appreciate Alex, man. I'm glad that it helps you. It means a lot. You're welcome, Alex, man. Thank you. So, can you see my point, what I'm saying, guys and girls? Like, you know, it takes a lot of time to change your life, depending, for the most part. It took me time. So whilst you're changing your life, I want people to be happy. No, sorry, maybe happy is not the exact correct word, kind of happy. I want people to still find gratitude every day, even an hour. Think about it. Let's say, for example, let's say, all right, so let's say you're 20 years of age right now, and you're probably gonna say, well, when I'm 30, I want to be married, I want to have a family, I want to be successful in my business. So I'm giving myself 10 years. Brilliant. I love that. I love thinking big and I want to inspire people. Great. But that's 10 years. You're going to have to work really hard, and you can do it for sure. But within the 10 years, don't you think that you want to find gratitude every day? Because you'll be suffering for 10 years and you'll be miserable and you're never going to be happy, because you're always going to be saying, I'm not happy now. When I get the woman, when I get the money, when I start a family, or when I'm confident, or when I'm overcome. No, that's not correct in my opinion. A lot of people do that, and I did that, and I learned from my mental health breakdown. So you can win in both ways. So you could say right now that you're not happy with your life. Great, I like the honesty, and you want to change it, and you're committed. Brilliant. But you can still find gratitude in each and every day if you really want to. So does that make sense? So I like to help people not just to set goals in the future and today and to aim and dream big, but I like to get them to actually go back to the simplicity of daily living and enjoy that. Because if you're not enjoying that, what's the point? That's almost like saying, well, I'm going to lose 20 years of my life so I can enjoy the next 10 years. For me, that's not intelligent. That's a lack of awareness. In my experience, I'm really confident in what I'm saying. So, you know, that's a big part of what I'm teaching. And whatever's going on in life, because I know it's challenging and I've been there, whatever you're going through, whether you're unemployed, you're struggling with an addiction, or you've got a business, you know, many people have got billions of pounds, they're not happy. And I've wrote some writing, or I'm going to do a video soon to help billionaires that are struggling. They got billions of pounds, but they feel hopeless. I know why. I'll explain. They got all the money because they put all of their emphasis, happiness, and identity in money, and it doesn't work. So yes, they're successful financially, which is impressive, and they've worked hard, and they've got all, but now they're empty because they don't have discipline. They're not making the bed, they're not practicing gratitude. So it's not enough if you've got billions of pounds. If you're not grateful, you're not going to be happy. You're going to feel that something's missing in your life. You're going to feel something's not honest. And it's because it isn't. It's not lying to you, it's telling you what you're going to do about it. Follow my daily discipline. People that have got millions of pounds that are not happy, they're not giving enough. They're not challenging themselves. They're too comfortable. You know, just because you can't take your money with you. So when we die, we can't take the millions with us. So you need to keep growing. And if you want to keep growing, you've got to keep on going. So, you know, this stuff is really beautiful and simple. So it doesn't stop when you get married or when you get money, unless you want to be miserable and unhappy. And this is what having a mental health breakdown taught me. And I was financially free. And I've, you know, I'm not a billionaire. That wasn't my goal. Who knows? I've mentored people that have got a lot of money and they've not been happy, and so I help them. So, you know, you can have no money and not be happy. You can have a lot of money. It's not whether you've got money or not. It's whether you've got discipline and you know how to have gratitude in every day. Well, yeah, it's because of a lot of social media. Yeah, a lot of pressure on people. You're right. I'm going to do more videos, and you know, people are not. They're not, and it's not easy. It's not easy. You know, I'm raising awareness on my story. I had a mental health breakdown and come back. That's why you got to sympathize it. So that's the teaching, and hopefully, I'm hopeful people will understand it and practice it. And even if they just get a little bit and they can do that, then they're doing it. It's all about simplicity, gratitude. So even if someone watches this and says, you know what, Jonathan's kind of right. I never make my bed in the morning. Let me try that. Teaching's worked. It's all about the small things, and then we build on that. If you can make the bed consistently, that will give you the character, the courage, the know-how, the motivation to then go, you know what, I'm going to clean my apartment. Wow, I made the bed, I cleaned my apartment. I feel like I kind of feel a bit more confident. I'm going to leave my house, go for a coffee shop. You know, you don't know. You might meet your wife. You might meet your husband. You might meet the, you know, you never know. You might see an old friend. Then you go, you know what? I've made my bed. I've cleaned my apartment. I've practiced gratitude. It's given me the character and the strength to go to the gym. You go to the gym, you work out, you get talking, you make a friend. You know, you have a connection. You might say, you know what? I'm inspired. I'm going to take a mentorship program. I might take Jonathan's mentorship program and invest. I want to build a business. I want to grow in my life. If you want to keep growing, you've got to keep on going. These are my affirmations. If they're not letting you grow, you've got to let them go. Most people are not successful and happy and grateful because they've got negative people that are ruining their mental health. Same to you, Larry. Same to you. Good to see you. You've got to work hard. You've got to be patient. You've got to be committed, and you've really got to want to live. You know, the way that you overcome anxiety is by living life to the full, every single day. I'm glad. Did you get through it? Yeah, that's great. 3 months last year. You know what, Elite Samuel, I found, right, through speaking to people that we all go through challenges, and when you come out the other side, you're a better person, whatever you're going through, especially when it's like a mental health or near-death experience where you lose someone. It's tough. I've been through it. We all go through it. It's really tough, but that's where faith comes in, gratitude. You come out, you're a better person. You can live life more. So what I do every day, and I do it for my clients, and you can do it, I write down the list of to-do things. I write down my daily discipline. So, you know, sometimes when you wake up, guys and girls, you're overwhelmed. You have a lot of thoughts, and then you forget things. That's why when you wake up in the morning, or whatever time of your day, you should take 30 minutes out of your day. I do it now, I love it. I reward myself all the time. This is actually a good exercise for men and women of self-love, loving yourself, having some space, sit down, get somewhere where you can relax, quiet, and write down a to-do list of what you want to achieve in the day. You know, you might write down, oh, I need to buy some groceries, I've run out of toilet paper, or I need to buy some food, or I need to pay the bills, or I want to go gym. The more accountable you are, the more you're going to get out of life. You need to get a lot out of life. You need to be accountable. This is why most people are not living the life that they could be living, because they don't get a coach, a mentor. You need accountability. I provide accountability for all my clients on my mentorship, because if you're not accountable, you're not going to do it. You're always going to go by your emotions. So today I'm going to start, tomorrow I'll start the gym. You need accountability. It's simple stuff. You know, people know what to do. Most people know what they need to do. They know what they want to do. But the reason why they don't do it is because of fear. And there's a lot that goes into that. And when you say it is fear, it's pain. People fear the pain, failure, rejection, shame, change, suffering, love. People are afraid of love. They're afraid of success. They're afraid of, you know, the consequences of all these anxieties. So that's what stops people. But people will dedicate their entire life to a life of misery. Think about it. They will live every day undisciplined, but they won't see that as a waste of life. But when you say, why don't you live your dreams? Oh, but this, but that, but that's excuses though. If you're mentally well and you can breathe, there's no excuses. You know, get help, get a mentor. You know, I couldn't have got to where I got to without help. I had loads of mentors throughout my life. My faith, boxing trainers, Les Brown, paid mentors, therapists, family, doctors, friends, and then becoming a mentor myself. You have to get help if you want to succeed. You can't do it on your own. We all need people, and that's a good thing. So daily, it's got to be daily. You know, people put it off. You know, how many people say, do you know what, I'm not even going to say it now, I'm going to waste my energy, let's stay on this. So I'll start again, we go from the beginning again, to really make this sink in, not just into your heads, but into your hearts, right? Make it simple. So how does a person, someone that's got bad anxiety and they feel hopeless and they want to change their life, transform their life, they want to be more positive, they want to be disciplined, they want to be authentic, they want to get on with people, they want to overcome their childhood trauma, the pain, heartbreak, breakups, financial, all these things that we go through. And I've got a saying, you know, there's two ways that you can handle challenges in life. You can just say, I'm going through it, or you can grow through it. Growing through it is not the same as going through it. Growing through it is getting stronger, finding gratitude, and coming out the other side a better person and helping people. Going through it is when you allow yourself to be a victim. And I can understand that, I've done that, but that's not going to help you in the long run. So, you know, a bit of Les Brown motivated me. Don't say that I'm going through challenges, say that at the moment I'm growing through some challenges, I'm growing stronger, you know, I'm coming out the other side of it a better person, I've got a story to tell. Neck. So yeah, wake up in the morning, you say thank you, you make the bed, make sure the apartment's clean, put some nice clothes on. You leave the apartment, you use good manners, you be respectful whoever you talk to, you get your coffee, you go to work or you go to the gym, you eat healthy, you spend time with positive people, you be a positive person yourself. If you've got a business, you create content for your business, whatever business you're in, you market, sales, creating value, you know, educating your customers, making products, services, etc. You get into a flow of doing this, and that's living. Living is waking up, cleaning, showering, eating, communicating, creating, making a living, paying bills. That's living. That's life. And if you're not living it, then you're not going to experience it and enjoy it. But whilst you're doing life, you can be here and be present. It was the simple things that changed my life at different stages. When I was in my 20s and in my 30s, when I had a mental health breakdown 6 years ago after being successful, and I broke down, I thought my life was over. I've never felt so hopeless and frightened, but my life wasn't over. I read a couple of chapters from the Bible. It gave me hope, strength. I got help in there. I went on the medication. I got therapy. I got my strength back, and I worked on coming back. I changed my life. I did that through daily discipline, praying every day, rejoicing, laughing, slowly changing my diet, eradicating negativity, removing negative people from my life, working on being positive. I started to train again, boxing, running, weight training, dieting. It started to build my confidence up, get my mental health right. My life started to change as a result. It's simple, it's simplicity, it's practicing daily discipline every single day. If you do it every day, you get stronger, you get more confident, you get smarter, your life starts to change. You have to want it more bad than you don't want it, because we've always got two parts of us as humans. We've got one part that wants it, we've got another part that don't want it in everything that we do. When we want to go to the gym, we've got one part that wants to go to the gym, we've got another part that don't want to do it. When we want to go into a relationship, we've got one part that wants to do it, we've got another part that doesn't want to do it. Fear of being hurt and intimate. When we want to start a business, we've got one part wants to do it, another part don't want to do it. When we want to give to people sometimes and be kind and share, one part really wants to do it, another part doesn't want to do it. Who's going to win the battle? Every day you got to answer those questions. One part wants to make the bed, another part thinks, oh, I don't want to do it, I can't be bothered. Who's going to win the war? Who's going to win the battle? You got to make that decision. So this is how you change your life. This is what I teach. If any of you are committed and you want to inquire about my mentorship, I do online mentorship for committed clients, and I do in person for select clients that are really committed. I do long-term mentorship, short-term, somewhat in the middle. It depends on what you want to achieve. Is it business? Is it career? Is it improved relationships? Is it all of it? Is it discipline? Could be a combination of all. I don't know the answer to that question because you've got to tell me. If you'd like to inquire about my mentorship so I can help you, give you the support, the mentorship that you need, my email address is below all my videos. I think I'm going to add it to this one. Send me an email, I'll get back to you, and we can arrange a Zoom consultation or an email conversation, and we can find out if you're right for the mentorship, how long I'll need, because it depends on what your goals are. Not every client is the same. My clients I'm working with at the moment, they're doing 2-year programs, but it might be different for you. You might just need an hour mentorship or a weekend or 6 weeks. So we'll discuss that. Depends on what would be right. So yeah, I'm available for mentorship. Let me know. And I appreciate all of you coming on. So that was it for today's lesson. I will be going live a bit later on. I'm going to take a second break, have a breather, and I will do another live stream a bit later on. If I've got time, I should do. I love it. I love doing this. I really enjoy it. I appreciate all of you coming on. Do subscribe to the channel, share this message. I want to help more people. I want to educate more people on how to live a better life, especially people that have got anxiety, and how to do that by the things that I've discovered today. Now, takeaway. If you're wondering now, okay, I want to change my life, Jonathan's covered a lot of good things, and these are the areas that I'd love to succeed in. What can I do from today? I'd say today, go away, get your phone, make a list of things that you're going to do tomorrow and start to do them. Make the bed, clean your apartment, cook some healthy food, go to the gym, and build from there. If you do simple things every day, you get very good at them. Getting good at simple things is how you go on and do complicated things, all right? So that will be it for today. I should be on in about an hour, half an hour. I'm going to do a different topic, but I appreciate all of you coming on, and I'll speak to you soon.